Right, good morning. How are we all? All right, I thought I'd jump on and do a little bit of an energy reading. So I've got, I just felt like I really needed to jump on. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's David Scott and I'm a psychic medium. And one of the things I do is I can read energies. So I can tell what tends to be going on at the moment with either groups of people or individually. So feel free to send me a message. I'll leave a link in the description there if you would like a reading. And if you feel that this video can benefit others, please feel free to like and subscribe to it. All right. But I really felt I needed to jump on now because especially this last week, I've just felt like there's a lot of, I call it crazy energy around, but there's, I guess the best way to describe it would be there's energy around that's really challenging us. So it's really forcing us to grow. For those of us who operate more in the spiritual realm, we're really being tested at the moment. Okay, so please feel free to leave a comment as well if you're feeling the same thing. So I know for me, I'm being triggered by basically into old thought patterns, which I thought were long gone. So just little insecurities, little niggly things, which, I felt had the potential to escalate into bigger things, but I seem to have nibbed that in the bud. So, but I really feel as though we need to keep an eye out as well. So, I do have some cards here. I didn't bring my normal cards with me. So these are my Psychic Tarot, it's an oracle deck, but I know quite a few psychics, including my mentor, who use them. So figured I'll just pull out a card for this one. That'll help me get going. But one thing I was feeling, though, is I do feel as though there's... and for those of you aware, we can actually shift into different timelines. So there's what you would call energy portals around at the moment. So that sort of shifts us into different timelines, and depending on what our vibration is and what our emotions are, depends on what type of portal we go into. So do we go into a reality? So they're portals that actually help us shift into different realities. Do we go into one that's more negative, or do we go into one that's more positive? Or in other words, one that detracts from our spiritual growth, or one that encourages our spiritual growth. But I'm also getting at the moment that whatever happens, we do enter the correct one. So if we do enter a reality that's more challenging, then that it's a very clear indication from Spirit that there's things we need to clear, there's lessons we need to learn to strengthen us. So ultimately, there's no need to fear. Okay. Oh, well, I just got a message there for myself. I won't share it, but it's a very encouraging message anyway. All right, so what I'll do, I'll jump into pulling out a card to see what I get. Okay. All right, so I do feel as though there's something there that I just saw in a card that I do need to mention. So whatever is closest to our heart at the moment is what we're being challenged in. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling as though we need to pretty much call in as much support as we can. I've been sort of getting that message a lot. I've also had people sort of basically multiple people sort of telling me to call in the same, basically to call in Archangel Michael for protection. So I'll take that as a message too, and I'll relay that on to all of you. So yeah, call in Archangel Michael for protection. Okay, eventually a card will pop out at me. So, yep. Okay, so, all right, so the first one that came up was the heartache and loss. All right, so what's that one telling me? All right, All right, well, I'm noticing the cross around her, just around her neck there. I'm feeling that's a confirmation as far as the protection side of things go, but I'm also feeling it's an indication of spiritual growth. So we are being triggered in a number of different ways to really develop ourselves and to grow, and sometimes that guidance isn't always nice. Okay, so what else am I feeling from that? Yeah, just definitely seeing the colour blue around there as well, which for me indicates a spiritual, basically that's a message for the spiritual side of things. Okay, I'll just see what else is there as well. I feel it's the threat of heartache and loss, and also the end result of what could happen if we allow our emotions to take control. All right, so it's a very good lesson to voluntarily bring in your own ego death, voluntarily, if you're along this path, to give up those aspects of our personality which tend to, I guess, tend to lead us into trouble. So, all right. Let's see what else we get there. I'll do one more card. I won't go too much into it. Okay. Love begins. Okay. All right. So let's see what I'm getting from that one. All right, so message for the group. All right, I'm going to go with what I'm getting there. They're taking that literally for maybe some people watching this. Okay, so I would say, all right, what I'm getting is that there's probably a couple of people on here that are currently single at the moment, but I feel like you're in that space, all right, I'm getting this specifically, you're in that space where you've let go of trying to chase somebody, you've let go of trying to chase for that perfect person, you're feeling that love within yourself, okay? And that's where the love begins. I am also getting for a couple of people, because of this journey and because of the effort that you put into yourself for loving and appreciating yourself, for putting in that time and the effort to not only review what might have gone wrong in previous relationships, but also to have the courage to review what's gone on within yourself, to change those patterns which attract the same type of people into your lives. I feel as though this could be specifically for one or two people, that your efforts will be rewarded. You'll get that person coming in who's not like the others. All right, so they are more of the kind of person that you've always wanted in your life. But I'm getting very clearly there, now that you've heard this, ironically, it's pretty much a case of forget I even showed this card. Just keep going the way you're going. You don't need to do anything. That person will show up. All right. You'll know when they show up. It'll be a surprise. But yeah, ironically, despite the fact that I pulled this card out, don't do anything. Don't alter anything. Keep going the way you're going. Keep loving and appreciating yourself, and keep being complete within yourself. Ooh, okay, that came through quite strongly. All right, what else am I getting? There's also feel for one specific person, there's maybe some things have been rocky. Rocky might not be the best word, but maybe stagnant might be the best word. Things have been maybe a bit, I don't know, routine as far as your relationship goes, but I feel like that'll spice up. All right, so again, I'm getting that same message. Work on yourself, work on that love and appreciation within yourself. I'm also feeling as though, working on what I like to call your Zen game, working on being in the present moment will really, really help. Okay. All right. Very interesting. I had a lot from that card. That's a good one. Okay. So let's see what else I get. We'll do one more. Okay. Now I need to mention as well, I really feel that you need to, as far as staying in the present moment, I know I mention this a lot, but do it now, really. Try and get yourself into that state of meditation as much as possible. So I felt drawn to go into it last night instead of going for a run. I'm feeling now that meditation, especially coming into March, is more important than running. So wherever possible, I've got to get into that present moment Zen meditation, trying not to think of the past or the future too much, and just staying in the present moment. All right, I feel it's going to be very important coming into March. Otherwise, might not be a good month. I don't like giving those sort of readings, but we'll just call it the way I see it. Energetically, it could be a turbulent month, and I feel like that's going to be reflected in the world as well. I'm not going to go into any predictions, but yes, I feel as though there's a lot of, within the world, there's a lot of areas, economic, political, that sort of thing, that are going to be quite turbulent. There's going to be a lot of changes coming up in March, I feel. And the old Chinese curse, may you live in interesting times. Well, I think that's happening. So remain present, remain grounded as much as possible. Just keep yourself in the present moment and you'll be fine. All right. So I'll go with, I felt like this is the last card. Okay, so that's the third eye chakra. Okay. So with the third eye chakra, I feel like that's pointing towards intuition, and for some of you, it's pointing towards really getting your psychic or healing gifts, or both, developed. Okay, again, it's done through practice. It's like going to the gym. It's like I always say. Being psychic, look, there are some people born with it. Some people need to develop it. Probably had a little bit of that when I was younger, so I've really had to develop it myself, but I did have something there when I was younger. But my personal belief, and I feel like it's more of a knowing that everyone is psychic. It's more of a case of, for example, you might see one guy that's scrawny and another guy that's, really worked out at the gym, and he's buff and, all muscly and everything. I feel as though it's exactly the same thing as far as psychic gifts go. Some people just don't exercise it, so they don't get anything. But the moment you start exercising it, you start developing it, and those muscles, as I like to call it, start to grow. Well, it's really a gland. It's the pineal gland within the brain. But that will start to activate more. Everyone is psychic. So, I may even do a class at one stage. Not yet, not quite ready yet to do that, but I feel as though one day I probably will. So develop that intuition within yourself. That will help you navigate the energies, because they are a little turbulent at the moment. And as it's done for me this week, it's taken me by surprise. I've definitely been triggered in a way I haven't been triggered in a long time. So I'm pretty much dealing with that at the moment. And I feel like the reason why I need to bring that up is I don't think I'm alone with that one. I feel like it's the same with everyone else. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it there. But once again, if you do feel like a reading, if you feel like I can help you, please feel free to message me. I'm actually doing 10 basically free readings. First 10 would be the ones that I do, because I need the practice. So I just thought, no, I'll just do 10 free readings. So I think I've got 3 or 4 so far. So please feel free to message me, and I'll let you know if there's a spot available. There's plenty at the moment. And yeah, look, I'll feel free to message me, like and subscribe if you feel that this video will help others, and I look forward to jumping on very shortly. All right, thank you very much, everyone. Bye.